So a known quantity in MOUZ. The question is, how much of a blockbuster will NAVI be able to muster?
They got the name value win against FaZe. But to put it simply, MOUZ have the form factor. It's going to be an A execute into Exertion's domain. Jimmy, Spinks, torzsi starting over towards B with Brolin posted up in the window, the flash at the ready, and right now they have gambled incorrectly. Exertion, the dual Berettas, will need to find output.
Yeah, he falls off, respects the flame, tucks in. Doesn't announce his presence as the util continues to commit. Nice block smoke on Palace. They'll push through that. It's McCarthy jumping into the site with the opener. It's a very nice start for NAVI. You get access to the site, access to CT. Looks like their intentions. Imet and McCarthy want to fight for CT here. Jimmy and torzsi going to be asking questions of it. Flash is available, but they do so dry to start. torzsi spotted out. Nice swing. McCarthy and Imet combine, getting the job done. torzsi getting overrun, but a sequence of clicks puts it into a 3v2. Brolin, ouch. Bell rung. Headshot found. Bit the one to do the damage. Wonderful. The one to convert the kill. Spinks left us trying to find a couple of taps on the way out. Has managed to at least bear fruit for an extra 300.
Well, all you can talk about there is the fact that on the pistol, MOUZ take the gamble, and they gamble incorrectly. Good call from NAVI into the less fortified site, and McCarthy kicks things off with the opening kill. So, was really happy to see his level of performance against FaZe. Coming from the academy roster, getting the call up to the main squad, and in his first outing, not showing any signs of wavering. And from Alexi in the pre-game interview with Freya, talking about his communication and his confidence.
Yeah, it's a nice insights. It's always good to have NAVI on the mic. They often aren't shy to share.
And a shout out to Blade. Hope he's feeling better today.
Yeah. Body shot from the scout. Now, Spinks will feel like a bit hard done by here. Jimmy, however, had the opportunity to get that double up. They are running in towards a bit of a stack. torzsi and Xerxes, you can see playing around that B bomb site.
He can reset. There's no rush. A minute 25 on the clock. They've got this short control, and that allows them to pivot. But taking the fight, another scout tag lands.
Yeah, actually really awkward now. torzsi's scout combines with the Spinks scout into lethality on Imet. Still low HP on two of them. He can win this. He won't win this. Wonderful. Brings down torzsi and Brolin, very late arrival.
Might be able to do something here.
Yeah, certainly onto the first. A real clean headshot onto Bit, just looking for answers, but he finds a bullet between his eyes instead.
Smoke to work with. Bomb not planted. Brolin has a real chance in this 1-on-3 gone 1v2.
It's going to slow them down. They're trying to exit. Oh, he hasn't got that info. It was that sliver gap, but AK-47 ran away from.
Now, does he want to try and beat them on the rotation? Because he's not going to be certain of this until the bomb gets planted. Now, he has a few options. He could run into the site and try and pick up a gun. We saw the AK and the scout dropped over towards short. Wonderful is playing to cut off the rotation through jungle. And now, Brolin understands he's in the wrong place. So, if he wants to just save and hold on to a gun, that's great. It'll give them something to work with. Highlighted again, thanks to the Obs team. This AK and scout over towards short. And the fact that he's staying silent about this means, yeah, that might just be the play. So it did feel winnable if they finished over towards the B bomb site, but right now, just hold on to these goods. An AK into the next is a massive threat. You've done some good damage. You get the team reward kill bonus, and you'll be able to stay threatening into the third round before the rifles come out into the fourth. So opportunities were there. And if you're hearing the noise coming from the other side of the LAN hall, that is Heroic taking on NIP. A lot of history between those two organizations.
Yeah, their social media managers are at each other's throats all the time. It's love, though, you know?
Okay, well, Alexi goes down with the bomb, so more damage done after the fact. But some smiles on the faces and a fist bump exchanged between the new signing.
Ooh, oh my, oh, what a shot. That was cinematic. That was anime.
Yeah, quite the glare on Cyclone.
You see that? Bloody hell.
They've actually bought. Okay, so likely the kill reward helping out a lot here with the purchases. They have the AK, that's been dropped. Brolin buys himself an M4, Spinks as well. They get into an earlier rifle round.
Yeah, this one could come as a bit of a shock. Imet is going to be very quick, stretching his legs, and oh, instantaneous headshot onto torzsi. Very nice trade, reveals Brolin's M4. He paid a heavy price as well, dinked down to 13. Into A, spotted out. Nice shots from Xerxes. That's a massive kill to post, but Alexi walks through Khan. Both of them looking the wrong way. Jimmy, this is one again. It's kind of like that Brolin clutch. It could very well go wrong for NAVI. Oh, that's already lost its potency.
And Alexi's cutting him off with the pass right now. Or at least I thought he was. He was running over towards B. Now he's just going to join in case, knowing that a few of his teammates are low on HP, and he's the one with still 100 health. So Jimmy looking to save the FAMUS. But Alexi's double over towards Connector, catching them off guard. That nice little push through the smoke. And that secures it as NAVI will start 3-0 T-side, their map choice.
Yeah, actually kind of worked against them, the fact that they saw Palace, then someone started swinging stairs. Both of your con players looking away from Alexi's smoke push. Catches that perfect timing.
That's not the best weapon for Jimmy to be saving either. Would love it to be an M4 or an AK, but it will just have to be the FAMUS carried through. And now it will have to be a partial behind this. So likely to be a 4-0 start for NAVI. And if you missed what happened to Blade, before their opening match, NAVI of Stage 2 at Cologne for 2025. He went to go get a coffee. He was riding one of those electric scooters. He fell off and he broke his collarbone.
Why do I feel like you want to say...
Don't ride scooters.
Yeah, well,
that is what I want to say.
Yeah, you've always told me.
At least he's not a player. It could have been much worse. Imagine that's Alexi and it's his keyboard arm and it's like he's got the keyboard pinned to his chest.
I'm just impressed that ESL has like ESL branded slings.
Is that really an ESL branded sling?
It looks like the same color.
Oh, okay. I believed you. Okay, well they've been threatening in every round so far, MOUZ. So can they do it again? There's a flash. Emma dodges.
Knew exactly what was coming.
Yeah, well there's only so many options you can have. And that was an early one. So first blood drawn. Everybody else clamping down on middle for MOUZ. Can they thrive in the chaos?
I mean, that Jimmy save finds itself in position to have impact. Trying to catch him out on his progressions towards that con. Without a single flashbang, though, this is really just going to be kind of Hail Mary territory for MOUZ. They're just hoping that first frag goes their way, a deagle headshot, and then it spirals. Here comes some investigative swinging. Oh, lovely. Patience prevails for NAVI. They get through it. 4-0 to start us off.
Very strong now, the fact that they keep everybody alive, so some residual cash built up going forward. And another factor that's working fantastically well in the early stages for NAVI is the lack of opening kills that MOUZ have been able to accrue. Emma is 3-0 in that department. Makazi 1-0. That was from the pistol. So that needs to change for MOUZ now. And something that we highlighted and really enjoyed as their play yesterday against Liquid was how much initiative they took on their CT side, especially Inferno. So we'll see if they try and set the tone into this round.
Very clear intent off the rip. Alexi, he's made a call from spawn. Brolin, early ramp investigation. Will his toes poke out? No, pathing keeps him hidden. And torzsi, he's primed and ready. Audible into the AWP. Alexi B, rumbled. Smokes will be landing. Do you commit? That's the question. They choose to try and instead just get sent back to spawn. Lovely defensive work. Brolin and Spinks passing this test with flying colors. A slight blemish on Brolin's record after he going down to Ime, but torzsi, he opened this one up, but he is still alive, ready to close it down. Ouch, double nades.
Bowling. All right, Bit, how much more damage can you do? You'd love to try and keep them honest, but minute on the clock, as touched upon, the cash has built up, so there will be another NAVI buy without any issues whatsoever. But if he can take a couple of MOUZ members down with him, Blade will be very happy with that. I want to expand while we wait because I don't expect this to get out of control. As touched upon, these two teams haven't played this year. Now, there have been roster changes since last time they played, which was Shanghai Major to finish off 2024's season. And that's where MOUZ were able to topple NAVI. But before that, NAVI had their number throughout 2024. There was 3 consecutive series where NAVI were able to scoop up wins. It was EWC, Cologne, and Rio. And the reason that I think that is an important fact is these are 2 system teams. So even though we have Spinks and even though we have Makazi as the difference makers as far as the rosters are concerned, both of these teams have strong coaches, Cycrin and Blade respectively, and they have these systems that they'd like to run. So think about it a little bit more from the jousting of the top-down macro. And Blade, once upon a time, did have MOUZ's number. Doesn't mean they can't do it again, as this is fast.
Yeah, it's very fast. And Brolin's solo. He's calling for backup immediately. Flashes are coming in, but Brolin's gone. Flashes chained together. Now he gets his fight. Insertion's brought down by Jimmy. Oh, dear. torzsi, he can redeem MOUZ. Makazi vulnerable to that swing, but the flashes again. The diligence from NAVI's flashbangs. Every CT POV that looks like they're in a position to do something to disrupt, it's a white screen.
Yeah, crazy tone shift right there. Just waterfalling out Palace, rapid straight out of the spawn, and now it has to be a save for MOUZ.
Straight off of, I mean, just the attempt on A, the failed attempt on A, completely falling apart, and then coming in with the same pacey A, and Brolland's isolated.
And another opener for IEM there onto Brolland, so that is going to be 4-0. That's a fantastic stat line to have, because 5 rounds on the CT side of Mirage already. This is great. This is exactly what NAVI will have wanted to start their day. We have Nuke up next, Train, and the third and deciding map if we need to get there. But at the conclusion of this series, one of these two teams will be locked in for the Lanxess quarterfinals at a minimum, and that would be this kid's first Tier 1 event and first opportunity to walk out onto the big stage.
Oh, man.
That's what dreams are made of.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's a memory for a lifetime if you secure that playoff berth. Vitality Mongols already locked in. Winner here joins them. Blade making full use of Cyclone's timeout. Of course, all mics unmuted. Takes the opportunity. Eyes down. It's like everyone's in the exam hall right there.
Reading the notes.
Yeah. Okay,
that was the entry.
14.3, that was the entry. And IEM, he's on a mad tear right now as far as those openings are concerned.
And that right there looked, as we were on Brolland's position, then we just moved away. It looked like he was going to have the advantage in that fight. But when you see it from IEM's angle, peeled him apart right there. Okay. Well, let's see. Do MOUZ try and insert themselves in this with something aggressive? Is it a mid-crunch? Do you push up middle with multiple bodies, take the fight? And that's exactly what they're doing.
They are charging up the guts of middle. Wonderful. Behind those boxes and set up for success. It's IEM's flashbang. It's Wonderful. Sniper. Ooh, misthrown or mistimed on the peak from Wonderful there. Forced to extinguish, but the supportive spam from IEM manages to shut down the second prong.
This is going so well for NAVI.
It couldn't be better.
And there's not even a chance to fight back if you're MOUZ. Spinx is trying to get out of there. He's getting peppered through the smoke.
It just feels like they've got like a little, I don't know, a mole in the MOUZ camp, and they've got like a little listening beacon in their TeamSpeak. They're trying mid, they're ready mid. They're trying A, they're light on A. It's just like NAVI running rings around MOUZ to start.
Somebody from MOUZ wanting to step up with a massive multi to make this possible. You can see the odds shifting in NAVI's favor now. Jimmy had a good opening day. He would need to take down 2 of the 3 for this to be possible, because torzsi and Brolland are miles away over towards A ramp.
Okay, well,
this has to be huge.
Confirmation. Jimmy does deliver. However, the trade, it's present. Makaze does enough. Bomb will go down. Round is 1.
Save again, but do you want to try and allow your players to look for this hunt if you're Alexi?
Presumably a very impactful one.
The loss bonus has built out, so look, with the 3,400 coming into the next, everybody is in buy territory, but holding onto these guns will give you a few more luxuries. And if you take a look at the radar, it doesn't really feel like anybody's fanning out from NAVI to give this one a go just yet. The bomb about to hit that halfway mark. Now, this is where a team like MOUZ, they took their time out. They didn't get what they were looking for, but they still have the grit to be able to pull themselves back into games. This is a class roster, and both of these teams we refer to as teams, as opposed to superstar stacked houses like Falcons, I suppose, would be one of the best examples, or a Spirit when we're always talking about Donk. Obviously, Vitality runs deep, and we've been seeing that throughout this event. Also, I think there's something to keep in mind about not giving away extra kills, because if you die there on the hunt, that's an extra 50 per player.
True.
With the max loss bonus in play, is that the difference between a flash or not? So a few things to consider, but as we can see, there's no issues into the buy at all for MOUZ.
It's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, IEM's been doing it all right now, whether it's the kills or it's the supportive element. It's been fantastic. 10 and 6. Sure, he's dying a lot, but he's getting that early impact that is required. And Jimmy gets 1, but once he's pinned, there's no support. They're not running out lazy. Standard start for MOUZ.
Okay, Wonderful. Braving the flame and swings on through. torzsi's AWP is posted short for this fight. Just averts his gaze as Wonderful has a glance.
This one, they're allowing the CTs to aggress, and whoa, wow. That jump was wild, but that nade, along with the incendiary damage earlier, puts Wonderful down to half HP. Take a look at the right-hand side of your screen. You can just see the sheer amount of nades that NAVI are holding on to, and just now as we're hitting the minute and 10 mark, do they start to throw a little bit more forward. Blocked again towards Con, exchange with a window smoke. Kazi's starting to rotate but back towards A. So right now, it looks like we might see NAVI attempt a mid to A split. Bit through Palace, Makazi ramp. Alexi still has the opportunity to rotate between either middle or A. But now as he starts to live forward, it definitely has to be A with the positioning of Makazi and Bit.
Very light on time. They need the smoke. They don't get what they were looking for. Xertion has managed to pick up a frag and getting, oh my god, all of them. Wonderful finished off. IEM left in window with very little time to cook up trouble. Swung on by Spinks, a nice tap.
He's sharp today.
He's looking very sharp. 12 frags for IEM, his output. You can combine some of the lowest performers. You've got multiple frag outputs in one from IEM. Still MOUZ, that's their second and a big one, convincing one.
Well, when the round was a bit slower, it was more manageable for MOUZ, wasn't it? It was just more of a default scenario. They didn't give away an opening pick, and Xertion finds that opening exchange. It was on Alexi. That's the bomb getting scuttled loose. So second opening frag for the CT side. We'll need a whole lot more as we get the over-the-shoulder cam. But 6 rounds T side, you'd be happy with that if you're Blade, but you're going to want more. Do we have another pace shift? Makazi joining IEM. So the two of them in through underpass. Orp starting ticket, which does allow Brolin to play towards connector in combination with Xertion and Spinks. So this mid trio is rifle heavy.
Oh, look at the timing. That con smoke and flash perfectly timed with the lower players. Look at Alexi trying to turn up the heat.
Yes, yeah, so do they want to try and window boost off the back of that? You put the B pressure, so although yep, they're already in window.
IEM's already gotten across.
It's like I'm slow to the punch, but he isn't.
Not at all. He's got the advantage. Oh, what? Clipped by Spinks' flash. Brolin and Xertion have handled it. NAVI completely taken out of middle. 3 frags in favor of MOUZ, starting to put their foot down.
Yeah, showing the class for what you'd expect of this team. So having to work hard for these rounds, but not letting the mental get away from them, as it will do light damage. But this round with 50 seconds left feels very tough to get back into unless they overstep the mark. And you see the idea there. Put the B pressure, draw the short player. At that point, you can boost into window knowing that it's a little bit less susceptible, and then hope that you can capitalize, but not to be the case. And understandable to have a move to try and set IEM up, considering the impact that he's been finding so far.
Yeah, no, I really love the sequencing of Navi's mid-take there.
But I would say the 2 players who I'd look at to be the biggest tone setters on this map, obviously going forward for Navi, we've seen some positional changes. The Des discussed that, and we'll talk about it more when we move to Nuke as map number 2. IEM as well as Xertion, right? Yeah. Those two are going to be Xertion as their con player. And in the last 2 rounds, he's now found back-to-back openings. So, save for Alexi and Bit. AK's retained. Finances. Alexi can drop an AK. Kazi can buy one. Wonderful can get into a Galil. So it doesn't mean there can be rifles across the board. Okay. If torzsi's going to start ticket, he wants in-game leader Brolin with him. Even could be a palace push. Let me just check the spawns. torzsi's got one of the better A spawns, but not the best. But he wants Brolin with him either way.
He wants him with him. I wonder if they're going to just try and work on that early A ramp for push. Still starting heavy lean towards the B-bomb site are a NAVI. Knives are out. Walking just in time not to be heard by Spinks on short side.
This is a change.
Oh, Jimmy just put on his ass. What a shot. Makazi opens up the site. He wants a second, denied by Spinks. Xertion slips through, mark it down immediately to IEM's AK. He's so good. Finding that second is madness. MOUZ running out of legs to stand on. 7th feels imminent. torzsi and Brolin starting on A, as we heard. Wrong side of the map for this hit. It's incredible to see a team like NAVI throwing such pacey rounds in. It feels like it's not something I'm seeing a lot of in other teams' affairs.
Well, Makazi may as well be kamikaze, right? Because it's clear that he's happy to go in first, and whether he gets the kill or not, there's certain situations where he's been traded.
Like the A rush and now a B rush that are essentially like, you know,
they're all in shoves, and you're playing heads-up Counter-Strike in that moment, and they're coming out on top. Like, Spinks almost slows. If he gets the second, then the dominoes start to fall in the other direction. Right. But the fact that the entry goes their way, Spinks gets one back. Now, his position noted he'd have to have some mechanical brilliance in that moment.
Terrorists win.
So 7-3.
Man, multi-kill again.
A very, very strong half now.
150 ADR for IEM. Just 10 rounds in.
Yeah, and if you look at the rest of his teammates, sure, they're relatively quiet in the frag contributions, but like that's an opening kill that allows them to continue to cascade in towards the site.
Oh, that's AK v AK, just on the head glitch. You can only see the tip of his head. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
A smile on his face for...
I mean, what a feeling. What a feeling. You're playing for playoffs.
It's Alex Richardson special here, the first name. And last. It's Darin Shachiri.
Very nice. Oh my god, we don't get that every day from Mr. Birchall. Flash mid late, Alexi setting up IEM. How many though? MOUZ don't have numbers at all. Head to head, IEM puts Zertian on notice. Spinks' head not quite visible.
That's 5-1 in the opening department, IEM. Masterclass first half on Mirage.
I think torzsi's got the right idea here. Enables him to housekeep that short cross, simultaneously be there for Brollan, and Brollan doesn't need help with the first. Using that AK for that one tap to the head. McCarthy down. Bomb still down in spawn with 60 seconds for the finish. Oh, that's a big one again. Brollan catches bit on the Palace lurk. Heavy lean from MOUZ, putting full faith into Spinks. I'm hearing loud noises.
That sounds like Snappy to me.
It does.
Well, this
see the logic, can't you?
And the gap has just opened by Jimmy's rotation. So when B pressure plays first, if they can get kills on B, then IEM can just worry about torzsi and Brollan coming across. He's starting to activate now, or do they let him move? Looks like with 20 seconds left, someone has to get a wriggle on.
Jimmy just checked his back as well. Oh, okay. Eyes are drawn. Nearly the double on the spray. Need help. IEM flanking. Spinks not hearing a thing. What?
Someone turn his sound up a bit. 2v2, post plant, B bomb site.
And there was an elephant stampeding towards the market. Spinks does not react. Oh, big from torzsi.
Wonderful. This is your chance.
It certainly is. With his AK-47 ready, they've managed to make this round somehow winnable. Not by a long shot, though. This one's easy. This is not easy. Oh, but that headshot was. He's not ready for the double up. He's not expecting Brollan to have been from the same place and sprays him down. Important round for MOUZ, saved by their Swede. A triple kill, 2, shutting down A. Their pivot into B works out. Spinks, I don't know, yeah, clean his ears out, get him a Q-tip.
It could have been team's comms in that moment,
course,
right?
Yeah.
Being quite flustered and loud, so might not have heard the steps because of that. But from our perspective, looked like he missed the audible. But this is really on Brollan, dispelling the A attack, giving them the number advantage. Sure, it comes down to a 1v1 situation. Wonderful, just not ready for both.
Yeah, I just think an extra special shout out just to torzsi for his proactivity. Here's that smoke landing, takes that proactive fight ahead of it, and wins out versus IEM that made that an uncomfortable clutch for Wonderful to attempt. Final round of the attacking half of NAVI, and it starts juicy. With, oh my god, their health.
Another one!
Completely evaporated, dunked on. Zertian, that's 2 kills we've seen with his deep ramp HE. Mid-fight, lost. Spinks can't get the better of IEM right now. He is just on a tear. 17 frags on this T side.
Can't spell Mirage without IEM.
And he has sent an instant message to MOUZ.
Oh, Jimmy, you are, I was going to say on your lonesome. Exertion has rotated over, but you need at least one.
One he will provide. The second, an extra bonus. Lovely work. Look at McCarthy's health as well. They got 20 points of health combined, and they're completely segregated. Different sides of the map. McCarthy taking some action towards B. Full commit. Zertian spotted out. torzsi holding his other side. He is so in trouble. Oh, I like his movements, though. He is trying to find that gap. Zertian will eventually bring him down. And now the IEM 1 HP 1v3 is a stretch. MOUZ, that is incredible. Considering the way this one started, they really stabilized. 4 of the last 5 going MOUZ's way.
They look like they can go on forever. And it's only the first map.
My brain feels like scrambled eggs after that marathon. Seriously, how do you recover from this?
I don't know, man. Looks like a long run. We need a quick reset.
Hey, cheer up, boys. It's only a best of 5. Refuel yourself.
Oh, that was so saucy.
So creamy.
You were talking about the clutch, right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I guess.
NAVI take the pistol, flying start to their T-side campaign. First map and a spot in the playoffs up for debate. 2 of the world's strongest clashing here at IEM Cologne. I've got Chance Sponge Birchall in the booth. Biggest takeaways, probably Imez on one.
Yeah, he's got 10 kills more than anybody else on his team. Now look, it was a team effort, but he was the man finding the openings and key contributions to a winning first half.
Yeah, 4 members of NAVI, 18. Ime, 17.
And just a reminder to everybody playing at home, this is the first time in 2025 NAVI and MOUZ have faced. Seems crazy to say.
Does.
Oh, I think torzsi heard this because he just started doing a lot of talking. Don't know how, maybe heard, maybe saw, but felt like he had an idea that this is possible. Like, how's he searching?
Yeah, but torzsi and Bron, I'm waiting.
Oh.
Ime, headshot, long range. That's a Glock headshot, 70 damage.
At least you have early info that it's not B, so you can focus fire towards A and middle now for NAVI. Bomb on Jimmy will be through Palace, picks up the ramp. Exertion, late top mid, here comes the molly.
He's swanging. And they're fragging. Alexi B brought down, traded out. Pressure now in towards A. Bit got too many bodies to track, and with their powers combined, it's easy. Last arrival, Jimmy, supposed to be that late piece, but he's the last piece as Ime checks him off the naughty list. Triple kill, not letting off the gas whatsoever.
And the fact both pistols have come their way now without the bomb going down. MOUZ have the choice between eco or a less than inspiring force spire, and it appears to be the latter as in-game leader Brolin is invested. The rest of his team will now follow, but for NAVI, that was well handled. They get all that early B info. They don't overstep the mark. That's good from Mikazi, right? You can play to contain or you can play to keep on pushing. And he just sat there, he secured the info, he allowed the rotation, gave that info over to his team. Well, Bit, with a good pistol, don't have a better follow-up. Right now, you're over towards the balcony on A. MP9 in hand, Ime to try and contribute from jungle, and here comes the execute.
Okay, how does Ime play?
Now they're opener.
Just like that, Xertion forced to watch. Nice spam through the smoke. Jimmy opens up an avenue. They're flooding into the site, using those smokes to close the gaps and even fighting Brolant onto Makazi. It's going to be uncomfortable. Highly uncomfortable for NAVI. Let's see if they can handle this one on the way back in. Not anymore. Jimmy again on the Tech 9. Massive output from the young Finn. Lexi B. Keeping us interested.
The Spinks torzsi sandwich is a little bit awkward.
Yeah, doubling up on sandwich is a choice.
It's meaty.
Yeah, now IEM comes on through. torzsi, good headshot. He started to play actively. MOUZ. That is a statement of intent. Second round, no plant in the pistol. You managed to resuscitate hope with just Tech 9s onto the A site.
And look, within the first half, after they lost the pistol, I think one extra scout bullet from torzsi, and they probably win that second round force to kick off this map. So this time round, they do make the conversion, but can they make it consecutive? They're going to have the better of the two buys going into round number 15. With the scavenged M4s, two of which, 2 AKs and now an MP7 for Brolin. Even seeing the impact of the MP9 having a little bit more... Oh, wow. Okay, that nade reveals, but also does damage. Impact on the SMG preferences on the T side, too. So fanning out. Jimmy spinks towards A. Exertion, torzsi top mid. Brolin in through the underpass. The Force, the biggest weapon... Wow, it's a Deagle or an MP9. So NAVI, good luck with this. Well-timed block. This is going to slow things down. In the moment, you might want to now push as the CT side and see if you can catch anybody middle.
Top con smoke, is it blockable?
There's that push.
Oh, double trouble. Xertion 3 bullets. Yeah, getting run on down. Somehow it takes a moment.
Saw 2 more though. A, open runway.
Yeah, they're going to flood in. Bomb gets planted.
Oh.
Smoke push held. Alexi, a
Struggled, didn't he, Jimmy?
MP9, not going to work out for him.
All right, get out of there.
Oh, he just lost out to IEM as well.
I was going to say, get out of there with that M4.
Would have been nice. Looks like they might not leave with anything, to be honest. Bit's going to try. Jimmy's even got the flank locked in. Wow. Yeah, condemned to an MP9 and your Kevlar. Got a lot of... if MOUZ do, and this is obviously not some sort of I've been to the future moment, but if MOUZ were to turn this around on Mirage, I have such admiration for a team that even when you lose both pistols, it starts weak. What were they down at some point? It was like 5-6-1. To be able to turn that around without the pistols, with just sheer tenacity, I think that's a sign of a championship level squad. So far, so good into the second half.
Yeah, look, the biggest bane was Vitality all throughout the first half of the year, and then Falcons in a few outings, but otherwise, MOUZ are one of the best teams in Counter-Strike right now.
As you've been telling us as well, you know, just the first chance we get to see them this year playing against one another.
NAVI have obviously had their struggles. This is an elite level organization that hasn't had elite level output this year as compared to their last, which was, well, a major winning one. So tying things up is mandatory as far as Cycron and Coach and MOUZ would be concerned when you can see the type of buy that they're up against right now. $2,400 into the next. So Wonderful's AWP will be a conversation. But this is why I wished we wiped the stats between halves. Because IEM did have a very good first half. What did we say? 17 kills. And he's still had impact here. He's had 5 more frags. Who's going to be the most impactful C-tier player for NAVI? Everybody needs to step up when tested. And in a round like this, you're not asking a lot. But they have stacked the right side.
Yeah, and Bit with that saved MP9 is here. There he goes. Brolin into the site to confirm it. IEM's USP is not going to get him far.
I did touch on it as well. Beating FaZe for Makazi on debut, that is the name factor. Oh, sorry, the name value.
Yes.
Right, because you've obviously got FaZe and organization, then player for player in that team. Everybody is one that you would respect. You will have watched throughout the years on the come up, playing some absolutely phenomenal CS. But in terms of the expectation of FaZe, it's definitely not that high. The same could be said for NAVI.
Yeah.
But this one right now is the form factor of a team like MOUZ. If you're able to beat them, which was looking good for a patch.
Yeah, it was actually.
It's a pretty good one.
Ridiculous.
torzsi celebrating the little wins.
And this one, a little win. Round 16, just that saved MP9 and an economical into B. Walking into the stack, but just winning it out.
All right, tactical timeout called the first from Blade, who you can see is just taking it a little bit easy, sitting down, not pacing around with that arm in the sling.
Broken collarbone, that's an important bone.
Yeah.
I think they all are, actually.
Yeah, I think most. Like a finger or a toe. Well, a finger for a gamer, probably not. A toe is usually pretty negligible.
Have you ever broken a bone?
Just toes. Never anything serious. What about yourself?
Well, I think... No, I haven't.
Touch wood.
Yeah, touching
This table.
plasticky wood.
Pretty woody.
Yeah, there's probably some wood involved. Oh. Sorry, I
I
blinked.
hope that wasn't us tapping
That was the
table.
producer blinking. It's amazing how long he keeps it going, though.
All right, instant window from Exertion. What's the opener looking like for MOUZ, or what's the change up for NAVI? First full rifle round. Wonderful's AWP in play. The glass cannon. Top cat smoke. Window insta.
Oh my god, torzsi, that is, yep, not going to work out for you. Imer's got the spam. He's blind, through a smoke, wall, and into the head.
Maybe it will just have to be the Immer show.
It might have to be. Considering when you look at the rest, it looks like they've just started the game. You know, like
7-1 in opening exchanges for Immer.
7-1
in 17 rounds.
He's got to cool off. I mean, he's actually just keeping Navi afloat while we wait for the rest to wake up, you know? I mean, look at him go. Opening kill onto an AWP. Thank you very much.
So you've started the round very strong with his opening kill, but one of the worst case scenarios is giving up the site, because right now, I don't see a defuse kit. And if MOUZ are able to breach and get the bomb down, then the time pressure starts to play into this. So the setup at the moment, bit over towards A, wonderful ticket, Immer jungle, Makazi up towards the vent room. He's taken over the operations as the short player on this CT side, and Alexi on an island over towards B has just deployed his smoke. But going through the protocols right now are MOUZ. They're getting their space, so Exertion and Brolin going to pipe up through Connector, Spinks and Jimmy out through Palace.
Perfect flashbang from Brolin. I mean, come on.
That's
Immer.
both A
Wait,
defenders.
he's still on one. Makazi's got to finish the job. Immer has done enough. Jimmy, ace clutch potential.
Bomb.
18 seconds, and you're right. Bomb retrieval becoming his priority, and as he turns to his focus on that, he's flying up the ladder. They're going to double swing him. CT in transition. Okay, Makazi closes. Immer, he starts off, and with their powers combined, all 5.
Oh, if Jimmy had the bomb, it's still going to be a very, very tough round to win, but you can see they're having to go back late with so few seconds left on the clock and then getting caught in the open right there. If he was able to scoop that up. But yeah, this happened way too quickly, didn't it? So here was the opener. The player's trying to path in front, because if you molly the top mid box, so then he activates for 2 more. But it's Jimmy coming out off the back of the Brolin flash that happened in the blink of an eye. Great attempt considering the 4v5 disadvantage for MOUZ, but NAVI back into their winning ways. Straight into an A execute.
It looks like it. torzsi's holding the flashes to get him set up. Oh, he's faffing with his nades. Wonderful. Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the scope. Jimmy instead. And Xertion. That's the site gone. 3 swift frags into the A site. Pacey. Little taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, we just had that A rush from NAVI in the first half, so this isn't just full W, but it's pretty damn direct, and both just using this shock and all this all in while they're expecting, hey, it's going to be a mid default, they're going to be working through the motions. They just break in and tie things back up. Looks like map 1 of the other series has concluded, and the only reason I could note that was it got damn quiet. I just peered down the row and I can see nobody in their seats. So NIP versus Heroic is another one of these rematches from stage 1. We've got FaZe versus Liquid. That's up next. Another one. And, well, yesterday, Astralis getting dominated by Furia, which has happened in back-to-back series now. So Fallen having the Danes number.
Yeah, Furious Dust 2 just looks... Damn.
They don't give us much, do they?
Give us just a little crumb.
Well, he was wanting Spinks to do something.
Okay. Eyes on Spinks.
That's a Very tough round to lose because of how many casualties they took in the previous. Their coffers are pretty limited at the moment, so it's going to be a famous dropped across given a bit. Kazi with the M4, some upgrades for 2 of the 3 as Wonderful will just be on the USP. So MOUZ winning the important rounds as far as the economy is concerned, and Jimmy gets away. Tilted the head there for a bit, knowing that was an opportunity to give them a man advantage early within the round. So you will have to acknowledge if you do finish A for MOUZ for the potential for a player to be in Palace.
Makazi, oh wow, his understanding of where he needs to put his crosshair through that smoke actually chips at Brolin and torzsi. 70 damage unconfirmed, spread amongst MOUZ on that save rifle. You are going to need something from Bit and Makazi, and that's why Bit is stuck around here. Jimmy's brought a friend. And now he's jiggled you out. Oh, can't find lethality. 20 for Jimmy to work with. Nice from Makazi. Needed the double up. Couldn't find it. An important trade. A headshot found by Zershin.
Oh, the molly gets Spinks low as well.
Significant damage. Just dual Berettas and USP. It's
not glamorous.
Not easy. Far from easy for Wonderful. And there it is. torzsi with some combat orping. MOUZ raising the roof, finding that energy. I actually did take my headset off and sneak over to listen into their halftime chat.
Wow.
And Cyclone, I'm just giving you a little nugget.
Was he stern?
He was stern. He also bigged up Brolin. Like, he made sure he highlighted, I want to make it clear that you played really well, but...
Oh, okay. Yeah. The good, bad sandwich.
Exactly. And then he just basically made it clear energy needed to be leveled up, and that's perhaps what you're hearing in these rounds. One, he wants his boys to really kind of be present in the NAVI camp as well. Be aware that MOUZ have found their energy and found their footing. They really have, considering that both pistols have gone Navi's way. Hit on Navi's map pick. MOUZ winning the important rounds.
Well, this is the second tactical timeout called from Blade, and I'm not sure his will be regarding energy. It's just regarding going into another gun round. So they did it earlier in the piece, and they're doing it again right now, but this time the success must be found. You're frustrated. He's not having a great game, but the only player having a great game for them is Emma. So, but if he gets a double, maybe that could change the outcome. So you can see why he's a little bit disappointed with himself in that moment.
Oh yeah, I mean, these players are not oblivious to what they're capable of and what's required of them.
So Bit's being called across and Alexi's close short. Na'Vi right now are calling a clamp down on mid late. They want to try and brawl for this as a team. But with this second wave, do they still look for this? It's tough to break through these smokes now.
Yeah, I don't see any HEs.
Oh my God, it's Exertion versus 5.
The flashbang play. Zershin. Oh, he's booked. So blind. Brought down by Ime.
Information on 3?
Yeah, bombs accelerating into A. Orpa confirms Palace occupied as well. It's clear the intention now. MOUZ trying to break into the A site, still limping from the loss of Zershin. Jimmy chipped away out on Palace side. Spinks having a go. Get pushing through the smoke is Bit. And it's torzsi combat. Charges forward with the Tech 9. Runs down Ime. Bomb loose. That's a problem. It's under Wonderful's control. Alexi B arriving late con, and 35 seconds for MOUZ to problem solve.
No utility to help them out here. Going to have to do this with teamwork.
Yeah, torzsi just taking millimeters off of that CT deep line.
This is going to be very tough. Wonderful just has to hit one more shot.
Alexi B knows it too. Wonderful, they're coming for you. That's the shot. 17 seconds as the bomb now on the back. Spinks gets away with it. He's ready for Alexi. Headshot found from the fin. Awkward. torzsi, 9 seconds. Alex for the FAMAS, a Hail Mary. He just has to run him down. No time for the round. torzsi wants his AWP back. And we'll try and preserve, but Wonderful impact frags from the AWPer, securing a 10th for NAVI.
Okay, well, who was it that swung spawn there? Was that Brolin? I think it was. Stepping out into the AWP of Wonderful. Bomb is loose in a very, very tough position to get back considering the circumstances, and then just clumsy with their spacing to try and retain it. So this is beautiful. 3 kills in the blink of an eye. It is Brolin. Steps out to go for the space. Didn't have the trade potential when necessary. And then Wonderful and Alexi in combination tie things back up. Can you brush that one aside if you're MOUZ? Because that is a frustration-inducing moment.
You never want to be hearing, you had bomb. You have bomb? Great. You had bomb. Oh, I feel like an idiot now. You know, it's a brutal one, especially so late into the piece. That does seem to be the difference maker. How do you not, like, get tilted a little bit? How does that not kind of linger into round 21?
Or maybe this will help you out. If you win this round right now, you are going to you were going to break the bank.
Got it. Got it.
We'll just put all words together. They can all be short.
That's how the Germans do it.
Isn't it just? But you can break the bank of NAVI with this round win.
Yeah.
And that means you're going to get to 12 pretty damn easy.
Exactly. Wonderful. He's getting into ladder pretty damn easy. Nice bit of movement from him to get that nice angle towards the tap line. Zarshin already gets underneath it, asking questions of Con.
Oh, he's going to feel pretty damn good. They needed all 5 last round just to deal with me.
Gives it up. Replenish on window. Brolin leading the pack, leading the charge. torzsi's all perfect. Brolin overlooking Imet. He should be dead on this trade. Oh, he gets 2. The output from Imet is impeccable. 2 with the FAMAS. He's given his boys something they can work with. Still, MOUZ have the advantage, surely. torzsi required to bring that bomb in. If Wonderful catches the right timing, torzsi's holding him for now. Trying to play on ramp side was Bit again. I feel like he's been flashed so many times, poor Bit. Having a tough day in the office. MOUZ with the leg up. torzsi decides it's someone else's responsibility to get that bomb planted. Alexi gets spotted. Jimmy should have him spamming smokes. Yep, Alexi's gone. And Wonderful, he just fired a shot. They know where you are.
Can he save this? Can he get away? Audible now with the steps, silently getting through the vent room. This is one that you do want to snatch away. Now take a look at the radar. You can see Spinks. He's already starting to hightail it through spawn to cut him off. You had torzsi over towards window who heard the audibles away, and then you just have Jimmy as the insurance policy in case he does come for this. So Spinks just sprinting. The bomb just over the halfway mark now. If you can remove this orb, it's going to be massive.
Oh, Wonderful might be in that false sense of security. Presents his back. That's the energy Cyclone wanted as well, and you already highlighted just how important that round would be for MOUZ.
And NAVI don't have any more tactical timeouts just to see what they can pull off, right? They're 2,400 into the next, so you're likely just to see them take a save, which means they will play for overtime. This is a great flash.
Like the Brolin flash when he was on CT as well. I'm sorry, when he was on default as well. 5 and 15. Bit's having a real rough shake of the stick here.
But I did tell you could brank him.
You could brank him.
You could brank him, and they branked him. They brunked him. Brink, brank, brunk.
Brink, you remember that? That was a game.
Brank. That's with an E.
Brank?
I don't know. I'm just saying things now.
Let's see what Wonderful Steagle can do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. A leaping Mag-10 coming around that corner takes him down with Jimmy's help. So you get to 12 essentially for free, right? Minimal resistance, minimal investments. You didn't win either pistol, and you are the first to find 12. MOUZ, this is a very impressive run from them.
And that's very good signs, because if you're winning out gun rounds, that's what we're talking about. Those are the rounds where we separate the men from the boys. And then going into the next map of Nuke, it's their map choice. We saw NAVI make some positional changes. They're going to get put through their paces by MOUZ coming up next, as Emma has been spotted. A nice shot for him. Adds one more to the tally. 29 in total. But a one-man army, that ain't enough.
This, I mean, they don't happen all too often, do they?
Emma's on 29. The other 4 combined 29.
Yeah, there you go. It's been like that throughout.
Shot a hunt with my Mag-10.
Yeah, give me.
A hunt with...
Who wants to hunt with my Mag-10? Oh, me.
Everybody wants the eeks.
Yeah, well...
Everybody wants the eeks.
Look at him. Not despite being the savior, he's bringing aggression into the mix once more. torzsi can't seem to get past him as con hold. Again, he finds him on the spray. Just peppering through that smoke puts us into a 4-on-4. Must-win round for NAVI on their pick. Smoke didn't break as he wanted.
Oh!
Just sets him up for success. McCarthy doesn't get a chance to react. Instantaneous deletion, and now he's in the back ranks. Look at what this does to Bit. You can see he has to try and pivot. He has to get proactive, and now Jimmy, through patience alone, gets a fight favorable. Hello? Goodbye! Oh, MOUZ are cooking now. Alexi alone. They've got so much time to waltz this bomb in. Alexi not looking in the right direction. Brolan should have him. And MOUZ taking NAVI's pick. Incredible play. Team synergy, team frag distribution. Everyone chipping in. torzsi at the top of the tables. That AWP is a problem for NAVI. For another day, but Chad Sponge Birchall joining me in the booth as we get into Nuke. Now, this is MOUZ's pick, so surely the odds and expectation is MOUZ have done the hard work, map 1.
Yeah, I think so. But if you want to look for a silver lining, NAVI just the other day against FaZe looked great on Nuke. They absolutely dumpstered them. So we'll see if they can continue that form. They get to start on the CT side as late top hut molly thrown out from Exertion. With a squeaky lurk smoke. That's meant to facilitate event drop.
Is IMEA going to have 2 maps like that? Wonderful chips in as well. Both the dual Berettas from NAVI CT side have drawn blood. As torzsi backing away with his armored P250.
That's all heard.
Yeah, that's lovely from IMEA. Sticking around for the information, not overcommitting either. Okay, a reclear. Coming in late, and Wonderful hasn't moved a muscle. Bit misses his shots and is punished. That torzsi P250 deadly in the right hands. A third is asking a lot, and Imet, he wins that war of attrition.
Okay, Exertion, a 1-on-3 situation. 55 seconds on the clock. No bomb on your back. And what is probably another NAVI pistol. So that's 3 from 3.
3 out of 3.
That's great odds.
I just can't believe him. It hasn't stopped. Like, can we take a round off? Man's got more frags than his whole team map 1.
Well, you wonder what the pep talk outside is. Like, all right, guys, the only player connected to the server was the one man. If everybody else could find some... I didn't believe that was going to be the case. I thought that, okay, sure, he had a great first half, had a lot of opening impact, did a great job with the multi-kills to bail them out of tough situations. But no, on the CT side, he was still the only man getting anything done.
8 and 2 in opening duels.
Oh, and we'll add another one to the tally. So he is on a hot one right now. Emma will get 4 within the pistol, and it's MOUZ again, the T side falling flat without the bomb going down. But on Mirage, if we remember.
I do.
They were able to get themselves a pretty strong looking second round. It's great, Alex. We'll just let everybody know I had tech issues. I couldn't get it to reboot. We call IT. No joke. IT comes by, they reboot it, it works.
That's so
It's
typical.
classic IT problems.
Yeah.
They must think I'm an idiot.
They
know they think I'm an idiot.
They are saying these commentators don't even have to turn it on.
They don't even know how to turn on a goddamn computer. Oh, I promise you I got blue screen to death.
He did. I promise.
All right, wonderful. Wards away 1.
Yeah, that's a really, really important kill if you consider the second round conversion that they managed to pull off last time. Now you're already limping. torzsi goes down, and that should be the round.
Okay. Light resistance from Spinks. You'd love the plan.
You're not going to let him plant.
You'd love the plan.
You're not going to let him.
You would have loved the plan.
Would have, though. That would have been nice.
That. Bro, I saw him on that problem. Okay, 2-0 start. Should be the 3-0. There'd just be some deagles invested upon. Currently 4 out of the 5. Jimmy late to the party, but does grab himself one as well. I knew he would.
Yeah, the deco.
Just going back to that pistol, when you look at the way that MOUZ wanted to open that round, so you drop the squeaky lurk smoke, You molly on top of Heart. That's meant to prevent the sight lines, and then you can lurk out Squeaky and get down the vent. NAVI actually had it all covered. Not only did they stuff the vent play, they also had 3 ramp. So they were well prepared for that MOUZ pistol, I would say.
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Waterfall smoke. And peppering towards Yard. They've been able to get a little bit of space, but they can't connect the dots of the frags. Wonderful will take another. Imma continuing his campaign. And 1 casualty. That's all they're going to stomach. So a 3-0 start for NAVI. Let's do the what?
Flashbang round?
Is that what he said?
I don't know, mate. That's what it sounded like to me, but I'm also taking a very big guess.
You definitely started with F.
Flashpoint round?
Well, there are a lot of flashes.
Yeah, everyone buys a flash. Crazy.
What are we doing? Playing matchmaking right now? All right, diagonal wall smoke being lobbed out from Brolin to kick things off.
Okay.
Makazi, he's been given the responsibility of the Yard defender. So this is one of the most key positions on all of Nuke. The young man, the rookie. Can he deliver? Need to call a lot of information and your own plays in these situations, as lurking through this smoke wall is exertion. Look at this.
Yeah, it's by design.
He's
Game
through.
into credit. Now he starts to probe, looking for that fight on Yard side. Makazi behind that main smoke bit, but up heaven. He's up the ladder, and it seems very cognizant of the potential for that wrap.
And it hasn't been the standard reaction of, okay, well, we've lost Yard, let's push in a lobby. They're actually still just locking down towards the top site, waiting for MOUZ to make that next move. Ramp pressure. As exertion, he slipped through the lockers.
Oh, okay, there's a little bit of info. Bit gets the spot, Imet gets the trade. Important from Xerxen to still win a duel. He gets Bit out of the round, and that's big from torzsi. Comes late through main. Oh, sorry, Yard. Now it's main. Alexi B tucking
He's only on an MP9, he's here on his own. Makazi up the vent, dead.
He had to go.
That's an ill-advised rotation, but you can understand that they knew that, hey, it wasn't going to be B at that point in time. So do I just leave Alexi out to dry?
Or have a go?
Well, probably should have saved, but he's got plenty of cash to splash, so it's not going to impact them immediately. It was a nice round from MOUZ, though, just causing a lot of chaos within the comms. And down the vent into the orb, the timing for Wonderful. The leg has been spotted, the shot has been hit, and torzsi has given the information over to his team with his life of exactly where Wonderful resides. But that type of a round, if I was going to be dealing with a rookie player outside playing the most key position communication-wise, how many have crossed secret, how does he play around the smokes, does he get stressed? You're going to bully him, and not even by looking for the kill, but making rotations tough.
Yes. Right. It is an awful lot of responsibility, and half of the game plan of the T side is to make you make the wrong choice, right? Like, they are trying to manipulate your expectation.
And there's going to be a fine line. His teammates have said, yeah, that his confidence, his communication, everyone's been quite happily surprised with that within the early stages. But if you get beaten down a couple of times going out Yard, you're going to be less likely to do that. And FaZe was one thing, MOUZ is another. They can buy again, so it's not over just yet, Navi. Don't fret. There was some unhappy-looking players there. Ult brings out.
Oh, the second break. I thought MOUZ were very wise to have avoided the first, but they weren't anticipating another. Now Wonderful's got run down. Good work from Xerxen. Takes the AWP out of the round. And Makazi's been spotted. His barrel betrays. Molly coming for him. He actually smokes it out prematurely and gets away.
Secret fight coming with 2 right now for NAVI. They're going to help their boy out.
Yeah, because Xerxen is coming for you. They're even flashing for him. Perfect team play, but somehow Makazi slips away from Xerxen. Brolin, however, catches that response from Imra up the stairs. It's going to put them into an uncomfortable 2-on-4.
And Alexi.
Yeah, how many's he got? 0. Holland very quick to that one. A bit, yeah, they're coming straight for you.
It's an onslaught.
Unreasonable, unreasonable.
Hey.
Stop trying to take these fights.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Keep it going.
Nice boy, stick run.
They're very happy with what they've seen, and they should be.
Well, especially after the break, and wonderful getting that opening kill and even information on more bodies. There was the response time for NAVI, but you can't be too lazy about it. You can't just be running up those stairs, and Brolin even hit that shot. So here it is on the second break, gets information on 2. Pushed through, a lot of pressure applied, then they know exactly where MOUZ was. And look, him staying alive gave them a shot in this, but MOUZ do break the bank of NAVI early, force them down to an eco.
Whoa.
Wonderful taken out, and with him, the hopes of NAVI doing too much with this one. Jimmy actually takes a headshot from that USB MOUZ, trying to get something going. And it has distracted enough for Bit to slip. MOUZ gets the headshot conversion. Brolin.
This is the fight.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's Xertion versus Bit. Just looked away.
It's got a great timing.
What a time.
This is a kill.
It is a kill.
Round's on.
It is on now, especially with Alexi. Hey. Oh, another onto Brolin from behind. Confirms where they both are. Spots the bomb, spots the AWP, and still MS swings in. Bit's got a very important role to play in this now. Trying to slip away from the search of torzsi's AWP, and does so effectively. Full belt.
Both in A, 30 seconds. So they will have to find their finish. Now, if they want to take a safe route, going up heaven and taking those jewels at range, Spinks will be the one having to initiate with the rifle in his hands. You can't really have torzsi going first. So now it's only 19 seconds. This is getting away from them quickly. Going up heaven in towards A is their only option. MOUZ, if he just stays tucked behind that box. This is loud. This is late.
They know what's up. They know exactly what's coming. Bit tries to draw them off. MOUZ hoping to be overlooked. This is deny the plant and win the round. They've done it. Just has to live. Spinks, nothing he can do. NAVI. That is going to get the ranks absolutely roaring. No right to win that one. And it's actually MOUZ's proactivity flying through lobby, straight up the ladder and hitting those instant headshots onto Jimmy.
You can see the timing there as well. Xertion was considering the flank around, but Bit was already in that blind spot. And then as he peers away, thinks, oh, okay, nobody's coming. Bit gets the kill, and then everything falls apart. This took way too long as well. With those 30 seconds, they thought the fight would keep coming their way. They needed to use a little bit more initiative there. And you hear from Cyclone, oh, good boy, shake it off. They're going to happen. But you put them right where you wanted them. Now NAVI, with a bit of a resurgence on a round that they really should never be winning, have given themselves a nice buffer. 2-round gap. Brolin down to a deagle. The rest have everything they desire for MOUZ. So we're locking horns right now.
Okay.
Great info. Did he see the shoulder?
He's definitely caught wind of Xertion. Whether or not it's just his expectation. Yeah, now he has confirmed Xertion's positioning. Imma, with this knowledge advantage, does he walk into Xertion's crosshair, or will he just hold the line? This is a powerful beacon of intel now.
Well, Xertion's playing like this is a possibility, isn't he?
It's a little too quiet in yard. Oh, spots him out and wins the duel. That's massive for MOUZ. Spinks as well into the site. He spots MOUZ. It's too easy. Important ones from Xertion into the site.
Yeah, I think trying to target Alexi as the top anchor with his positional change is something that you can definitely turn to if you're MOUZ. Now, that was very fortunate that Xertion was able to still be diligent, and he'll even... Oh, I was going to say find the final frag. The bullets looked good, but wonderful. Does stay alive for now.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun saving this AWP.
Brolin's staying with the bomb. torzsi and Squeaky, if he just goes towards CT spawn, he will get away with it because, as we've seen, Jimmy is down on the lower deck. He is hearing those steps. So from Windows side, he heard the back pedal of Wonderful. So they'll allow him to keep the AWP.
Okay.
Sometimes what you know is better than what you don't. So the fact that you now know that there is an AWP in the mix, what are your options? Okay, well, he can AWP ramp. They could Well, they can get out another rifle on bit with 6.1 torzsi for your information.
Yeah, money is weird.
And Wonderful could drop a FAMAS. But it looks like they're going to operate with MP9s in lieu of M4s. Now, you really want Wonderful to be able to find some impact on this AWP. You know the smoke walls are going to be diligent towards yard, and they don't have HEs in the same way to break the smoke wall, so it's going to be hard for him to find an opening pick in the same way he did previously. Heavy top, bit ramp, AWP outside.
Hello. Finds a bit of an early contribution, and oh, Jimmy breaks in, roll reversal. He has the sight. Imet, his position noted. Brolin's got his exit. You're going to be running into your demise one way or the other. Spammed on down, but wait a second. Bit flies up the ladder and lends a hand. Gets 2 down. Brolin trying to pivot B.
The rotation through vent, that's the quickest way to beat him here, but he will be down. They picked up a kit. Can he plant?
Yeah, plants in the smoke. Potential for spam here from Bit if he plays it right. Chooses to do so. What a round out of Bit. That's what NAVI need from him.
It's actually Emma surviving in that situation that is the reason that all those gaps do open. They're so worried about him within the smoke that Bit's able to fly up the ladder unaccounted for and just get a multi-kill. Very good work. Wonderful gets the opener. They pounce in towards A, and back and forth with the rounds we go. 5-3. Here he is, pushing through the flames. So it was accounted for. Just didn't expect that type of bravery. Bit putting his body on the line.
Wow, that's impressive. And of course they're not looking because they've just mollied Heaven. They know they've got 7, they feel like they've got 7 seconds to focus on that SMG they lost in the smoke. You're right, Imer, just purely by virtue of survival, makes a big difference in the round, and Bit profits. NAVI profit. T-side nuke though, and you didn't win the pistol. MOUZ still probably feeling pretty, I'm sure that's what Cyclone's probably reminding them of.
Oh yeah, and they are in buy territory again. All right, and you've had a couple of wonky rounds. They're not out of the woods just yet on the NAVI side of the server, so these back and forths are hugely important. They moved away from heavy yard. It does feel more lobby and top poppy centric from MOUZ in the last few. So the emissions are Jimmy with a Tech 9 and Brolin with a Mac 10. Bombs in lobby. Smoke wall erected of a different variety. Last few it's been more direct to get down secret, and this time they do have the utility to pop it open and glance for util. Wow, okay. Well, it's all a fake. And the fact that you're going to invest 4 smokes would make you really feel that they do want to get down secret. So rotation has been drawn. It is Emma to head down the vent. So top site more susceptible now.
Yeah, let's see how this one goes then. Wonderful Zorb and Alexi B going to be tested. He's forced to smoke himself out. Wonderful burning, finds a safe haven. Nice find from Alexi B. It's actually aided by their spread of their own flame. Drops off hard, no one's looking at Alexi B. Oh, that's gone too easy. A page of the strat book. NAVI just take it, rip it up in front of MOUZ.
Okay, it seems clear that they have wanted to put pressure on this Alexi topside, and they pass with flying colors there. Sure, they do run into their own Molotov. There's been a bit of that going on. But yeah, that was also one of these situations where the AWP was in A. So it wasn't like he was over towards CT, worried about them slinking and using Heaven as a path. It was a very focused fire, and that looked way too easy considering the circumstances, doesn't it? So
yeah,
NAVI
right?
have broken through.
And they kind of achieved their goal. They got what they wanted, you know, an underguarded site. Just first time we've actually seen MOUZ with a bit of a clunky one.
Yeah, and you just return to that round that went down to time where it was quote-unquote eco from NAVI. That's where things have started to spiral. So MOUZ losing control of the situation will be giving over 7 to NAVI.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Makazi caught out by the Zertian Dig. Alexi's going to have to really be okay with this. No, never mind. He gets nothing. Is it an eco back? Couple of kills. Weapons retrievable. Jimmy gets that AK in his hands. Imet onto Spinks. Jimmy knows he has to be the hero and only the one. Just torzsi.
Alex.
He wants, yeah, a Glock hiding in a smoke. He knows he has to do more. Trying to find that AK. Turns tail, finds Bit. The Glock headshot comes in. Has torzsi really got it in him? Ecos on ecos. He's got the jump on him. Makes that sound cue. Imet picking it up. Round in the corner. Ring around a Rosie, ring around a torzsi. Has he really played the time game well enough? This is ridiculous. Can't find him. IEM, just enough time to put it across the line. That is an expensive one.
How does that almost go wrong?
I mean, I feel for Alexei just because you saw the sequence of events that led to him being just at the back of the site with 4 Glocks rounding the corner. It was a bit much. It was a bit much. And torzsi really made a strong case.
He couldn't get his hands on an AK, but made a lot out of a little.
How many seconds? 2 more seconds survival, you know, you might have had it.
That would be good for the vibes. I understand that there's a 4-round gap at this juncture, but still, the fact that you almost get away with a round like that, and it's so goofy. Yard control.
Ooh, spotted and executed.
Wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. He's exerting himself.
Okay, it's not just the IEM show this map. Getting some support, and this round is over as quick as you like. 2v5.
I mean, MOUZ understandably spot the AWPer and think they can punish, but it's wonderful. That brings the pain. A third added to his tally. McCarthy. Now taking a clean headshot from torzsi. Molly might force him a wide, you know. Force to the back wall at least. Swings are trying to peek over it and is punished. torzsi making a case for the clutch. Wonderful. Has to finish what he started and missed shot. Now he's nervous. Question is, where's Bit? That's what torzsi's wondering.
This is the ramp player. Can't be too far away.
Wonderful. Should have him. There it is. torzsi. You can see it leads to a sigh of relief. It went from dominance to, are we safe?
I wonder if we see a Cyclone tactical timeout right now, just to call the pot. There it is. And you want 4 going into the halftime. I think 3, considering the circumstances, not good enough. With your money somewhere between 3 and 4K for everybody, even Xerxin just a little bit under that at 2.95. You need to pull out a special page of the strat book right now to break in and get your 4th. So NAVI showing that their nuke is pretty damn strong and wonderful, leading the charge with opening kills. 5 and 2 in the yard control, taking matters into his own hands and completely negating any space that MOUZ can take. So very well done. He's found Xerxin in a couple of these situations, so very well done from him. Spinks doesn't want to let him get away for free, but...
oh, the third was nasty.
The Ukrainian continues to deliver.
I mean, this is a map where you do want to see your sniper comfortable, and wonderful clearly is much more of a team effort in the kills spread now. IEM has company.
Well, they've got the smokes available for Yard. And the HE for Squeaky Door.
McCarthy trying to disrupt Spink's main roof. They use this smoke to make life difficult for McCarthy. We've seen Xerxin play through it before. This time smoke break, nothing to report. Xerxin now thinks he's got a window of opportunity, and he's right. He slips past the spams and gets to secret undetected.
So this is nice, using a strat, a bit of a gimmick that you had earlier in the piece, and now to try and get your 4th before the break, and you're showing a different look. So wonderful. Has to be on notice that that credit card slip is possible. That's the way they exploited that smoke wall previously.
He is, however, concerned about ramp, rightfully
He gets
so.
another opener. He's been in the right place a lot of these rounds for NAVI. Even going to take a deep line. This is tough.
Just in time, he gets to that deeper line. Should have Jimmy dead to rights here. He's going to be walking in. Okay. Still hits his shot. Opening kill for Wonderful and info gained.
2 down
ramp
to B.
Lost. Wonderful piecing out.
How does Spinks insert himself in this round? And Xerxin as well. Guys, you might have to go back up.
It feels like A. It feels like A.
You can't go B. And Spinks, you need to get a move on, bro.
IEM is still here. McCarthy's there. Looking the wrong way. IEM reacts. Removing Xerxin. Now, what do you do? What do we do? We open up onto Alexei, but McCarthy's been waiting for you. Comfortable into the head of Jimmy. torzsi to plant. Spinks, it's planted for him. Overwhelmed, overcome, Spinks, too many bodies on his screen, and that is one hell of a half. NAVI make a statement. This series ain't done. That spot in the Lanxess ain't a guarantee for MOUZ.
My body's moving closer, is it real? Trying to lose myself on the night shift. Outside here. Alright. Baby, can you feel me? Come and try it.
NAVI's map pick Mirage didn't go their way despite both pistols. It looked like MOUZ were going to make light work of the day to secure the spot in the Lanxess Arena, the playoffs. It is a very exclusive club. MOUZ, however, regular attendees of the Prestige playoffs. NAVI have made a little bit of a conversation shifter with a solid haul 9-3. The CT side of NAVI flowing very nicely as we get to take more and closer look at McCarthy in the NAVI jersey.
We won't have to worry about too much of a T side if NAVI can win this pistol, right? You can make light work of this map and then you can push us to train the third and decider and you don't have to worry about him with the yard control. Top util, pressure, but it's all a bit of a ruse. They're taking space outside.
Oof, nice headshot, Imet. No contributions from him in this pistol. Will MOUZ get a pistol round? Oh, torzsi couldn't finish off the job. Gets the headshot necessary and dips out. No, Alexei wasn't ready for Zershan on main side. Goes for the reload, trying to hide from one. Gets
1v2 for the rookie.
The other. Yeah, you're right. McCarthy's got a winnable one in front of him. And a little bit of chip damage. Position noted. Now confirms Zershan towards the unbreakable box. 60 seconds for him to work his magic.
More than enough time.
Well, I kind of love that Zershan's immediately dipped vents. That's going to lead to his occupation of the secret stairs. McCarthy pivots towards that main side.
He's quick on this as well, McCarthy. Oh. Okay. Exertion acknowledging the possibility.
Just a giga brain. How is he ready for this? How? Oh, McCarthy still takes the first. Like you said, he is now playing in this 1v1, this clutch, to make this a very quick trip to the second half of Nuke. Looking for torzsi anywhere. Now he gets him. He's licking his lips. One headshot would do.
Ammo.
One bullet left. Reloading in front of his face. torzsi can't find it. Gets the job done.
Damn.
Oh, even off.
Well, torzsi knows he got away with murder there. The 1v1 is one thing. The shot he hits onto Bit, that right there in itself was clutch. Not in the traditional sense. Check it out.
One bullet.
Bang. And that buys time for the next player to chip in. So they handle it, but barely.
Let's see how many bullets it takes on the reload. Like he's jiggling and wiggling. Right, 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Well, that's it. McCarthy, when he took the initial fight, he had 11 bullets against that of Exertion. So only as few there, but then ran out. Great attempt at the 1v2. And well, NAVI know that they have this lead. They're not going to bother forcing in. They're going to keep it quite light. There's a few Deagles, a P250, and some Glocks.
On your head, son. Avoided.
Okay, well, can remind everybody we do have 2 streams running simultaneously. You can go and check the results of the NIP versus Heroic game. That is the lower bracket in Group B where we'll find ourselves with this one. Now, we have MOUZ versus NAVI. Winner of this will be locked in for the Lanxess to join the likes of Vitality and the Mongols. Later on today, we have Aurora with stand-in X-Flood for Zentares taking on Spirit. So by the conclusion of your Monday, we will have 4 out of the 6 teams in the Cathedral of Counter-Strike. Whether or not it'll be quarters or semis, that's up to tomorrow to decide. But making quick and light work of this, it's just one to find, and Alexei will grab a kill.
Always feels better when you get one.
We'll see if he can get anything else, as the door does have a hole in it. So Exertion will remove him. And they only lost an MP9.
Okay, you wanna do the device, right?
Of course. I wanted to do the device as well.
There's no AWP. What's the device without an AWP? Now you've got me thinking. We'll get to see, I suppose.
Yeah.
Round 15. Let's get into it.
torzsi starting ramp. I imagine this is part of the device.
He pushes straight up. They want to try and go for this, asking early questions of Wonderful and his Galil. Okay, spots it out, knows that they're going for an early press trophy side. He's had a great first half as Wonderful. Can he bring that same form into his T-side rifle work? They concede. back away. torzsi trying to avoid giving away the sound cue of his retreat. McCarthy is going to have a head-to-head here with Spinks, and oh, he couldn't finish his meal. Spinks, he was a sitting duck there. Gets away on just a scrap of health.
Oh, Spinks is even able to backpedal. Now he should just play this one for info. Oh, exertion.
What's
going
on?
Thick of things there. Map felt small.
Weird standoff in the secret stairs here.
They're actually regrouping to head back yard. So aware that there's no AWP at this juncture, they should be able to cross and take some fights where I was going to say AKs have the advantage, but it's Galil's.
This should be his fight. Yeah, lovely. Finishes off his job, but now that bomb trying to get across has been spotted by torzsi. Isolates the support of Bit.
Well, Bit gives away his life so the bomb can get down.
Yeah, I mean, the greater good. Brolan burning down. Pays a heavy price, but he's there. He's present. He can disrupt him. Akazi says no. Tries to lock him at the door, but that's enough of a distraction. Brolan pulls attention away, and now the ramp players can play. torzsi gets 2. Alexi, a known entity.
Time.
Yeah, he has to run into Brolan and can't even finish off the first, and they really let him know.
Let's fucking go!
Oof. And Blade giving us a demonstration of the Zoomer stare right there.
He's not happy with what he's seeing into the second half after a dominant performance in the first. MOUZ winning their first pistol of the series and now 2 consecutive following.
Yeah, that's a cheeky one there from Exertion, catching just before the smoke burns. Alexi had that kill dead to rights. This was great, though. Stalling out with the door closing his face. Now he's in no man's land. McCarthy knowing he needed to get that space because of Brolan, who played through the flames. So the in-game leader, only with 5 kills, but impact right there on an important round because of the financial ramifications.
Yeah, look what it's left them with. A rather half-hearted partial. Oh, McCarthy can't seem to escape. Early damage, 12 HP for him.
Just a stray bullet, all that's necessary right now to take him down, but he has support.
Oh, that's one single point of health.
It's happened a few times today.
He gets away.
All right, well, they're having to be noisy on the cross because of how much they were stalled out by the utility. So slipping down the vent, rotating from ramp, there are multiple bodies to deal with this.
Yeah, there's only one from Alexi's Tech 9, and the rest should just be a comfortable one. Whether or not they get the bomb down, I think that's what McCarthy's going to try, but yeah, absolutely not, says Spinks.
Too fragile. And Alexi low on HP as well. Spinks will be able to delete him. And having a good time as torzsi lets out a bit of a cackle. 2-round game. So what was an extremely dominant first half for NAVI. Now we'll have to see their T-side put through the paces. So this is only going to be the second rifle round. Lincoln, you missed it in MR12. I still have to keep reminding myself of just how fast it can happen.
I mean, yeah, but you did lay the groundwork by highlighting just how important that pistol was for NAVI and how different the scoreline could read. Now MOUZ are in it. Now NAVI are feeling some pressure of their own.
The orb not even starting outside, so does he progress? If they do take yard space... Oh, Smokewall has a bit of a gap there.
Even an effective block. Good damage. Look at that. Softens him up. Spam doesn't quite find its target this time.
Well, they are down secret. Spinks again. Now, last time, it was an awkward positioning against McCarthy. Looks to be the same again.
And Brolan actually taking down Alexi B. This is falling apart for NAVI. Bit, you gotta win those! Tries to peek into the commitment from Spinks, but great control of his AK. torzsi tested by IEM. Oh, nice reaction. How is he not distracted by the nade? By his pursuit of the AWP. Still wonderful down to Spinks. Solid hold again when they try and get down these secret stairs. Spinks leaves with a multi-kill. They're laughing.
Okay, guys, they spotted my open A.
Well, partial territory right now for NAVI. There is the ability to bring out a hero AK if they would like. And it appears that they are doing exactly that. That has ended up in the hands of McCarthy. So they're not rolling over. They'll continue to put up a fight. And this is going to be very tough for Alexi and Blade to get them through. New roster, rookie.
Oh!
Finds an opener. Okay, that's why you give him the AK. I was just starting to say it's going to be tough to call him into the game, but there you go. He doesn't back down. He shows some confidence. An opening kill and a big scalp. That's exertion. The tone setter alongside a torzsi for MOUZ's defense.
Yeah, do you think about it? Just your team trusting in you, dropping you that AK. You provide
Speaks.
wonderful spots to shoulder. Cognizant of a potential consideration.
Orb's in the right spot, though, isn't it?
Of lobby. It is. torzsi. Oh, actually, the strafes.
Costly miss!
Difficult, and now Bit can punish. Using that AK well. Making this one threatening on NAVI.
Get that orb.
You'd think so, right? Yeah, Wonderful's got his eyes set on it. What's Jimmy stepping in to try and punish them on the retrieval? It's still Bit's AK. Makazi and Bit making good use of that single rifle. And now, love this, a little probe into the A site from IEM. He's got nothing to report.
Well, you can't rotate up the vent, or at least it'll be an ill-advised decision. So Brolin is going to start hedging back up through Secret. Spinks. How's he going to get involved in this play? Because now that the digits get punched in, do you even give this 2v3 number disadvantage situation a go? You've got cash. You can have a look and still buy into the next. This is NAVI getting up to double digits with an invested hero AK and a couple of upgraded pistols with util.
This would be the second round in one map alone where NAVI have had the lesser weapons and managed to convert, right? The Makazi USP in the first half, pushing up towards that T roof.
Nice nade. Oh, didn't clear.
Had an AK delivered to IEM's front door.
Okay, well, Brolin should get out of there now.
Wow. Coming in with very little, leaving with the round, an AK-47 and 4 kills.
Well, how do you replicate a round like that? Right, you weren't calling from the strat sheet. That's where you need to get a little bit more creative in the way that you're going to approach those rounds. You send one man outside, it's your new rookie. He gets you the opening kill onto exertion, and then from there, it's a blistering hot shot from Bit. Now, the desk was discussing his lack of kills and impact on Mirage. I think he only had 5 frags in total on that map. Wow, the nade as well, and he's still able to get the job done. I like this from Jimmy, knowing that he needed to fight, and he almost had the double. Spinks didn't hard clear his corner, and
I think the black smoke as well just led him to overlook it.
interesting that Blade calls the tactical timeout now off the back of the round win. Either heard something he didn't like or was going to call it anyway out of the partial buy. Does give Cycrin a similar opportunity to have a discussion. Now, that money will fortify a full buy for MOUZ. torzsi gets his AWP again. Everybody has a defused kit. That might be overspending at this point. Full bags of nades. They've even given the luxury of head armor for 4 out of the 5. So MOUZ not happy to, not afraid to flex how much cash they have.
Interesting.
Now, Brolin's even given away the AK. He's put that in the hands of Spinks, but this is going to be an extremely telling round. NAVI, you win consecutive, and you could just take the map and send us to train.
Yeah, that's a very deliberate Mac 10 from Alexi B. Those helmets justified. He's got intentions.
There's literally no presence towards yard at all from NAVI.
Yeah, just top util. Mollies will come through. Immet down the vents, but loud. Wanted to catch the ladder. Ooh, Jimmy, got to get out. Support from torzsi arrives just in time. Alexi plucked from the skies. He has to get out of there. Lovely patience from Bit. Doesn't give torzsi what he was hoping for. Jimmy, however, ooh, nearly. The team flash leading to a nice pick-off. They are trying to run him down. Jimmy to be disruptive. Destructs another. Still, though, with the site under their control and that bomb going down, there is a conversation to be had that this one goes NAVI's way.
They can't go through the vent because, you know, Imma's down there, so have to go secret. It's a long rotation. You're also worried about an outside lurk because you haven't seen Makazi just yet.
Yeah, interesting. How do they play this?
Look at this crossfire.
Boost. Makazi staying high alert. Oh, still hits the good shot, does torzsi. Nice quick AWPing from him. Spinks brings it into a 1v2, and it's wonderful. Is it going to be wonderful to come up clutch? That's a nice headshot. All onto Spinks. And now confirms he's off the bomb. He's played this perfectly. 280. Desperately jiggles. Oh, Spinks hits the shot in time.
That's so good, bro!
Oh dear, Wonderful did the hard work, but gives Spinks just enough to hit that headshot.
Damn, okay, that was tied. And for poor Wonderful, he's like, okay, well, the flames are there. I'm sucking towards the window. The flash did absolutely nothing.
Like, I can sit here in my lovely air-conditioned room with zero pressure on my shoulders and say, why didn't he count an extra second? But you just can't be critical.
Can't believe he hits this.
That's a great shot.
And very
Incredible.
important in the scheme of things, wasn't it? And Spinks plays that as the last piece, right? He was waiting above the vent to activate late. He didn't drop down until they identified where Imma was fighting. Then he was able to grab that kill in the backlines and then coming in clutch. So that's when baiting pays off.
And Wonderful's had such a great nuke.
He has 21 and 13 right now, hugely impactful in that first half. Imma continuing to have good form from Mirage, 17 and 12, but that round just whistles by.
Yeah, close 1v1s, a couple of them going MOUZ's way.
You still know the map's in touching distance, though. You get the bomb down, it is a 1v1. The pressure's still on the CT economy. Loss bonus for them, bottom of the barrel. And Blade knows exactly that. There's still a chance to break this.
They didn't break any of the skylights on their run out, so yard-centric. torzsi holding for Wonderful. So many nades thrown out towards that yard position. Makaze running to its demise. Yeah, lovely subversion of the expectation. That util implies no one's home. Now burning out. Nice find. Claw back from Bit. Gets across and accelerating. Not expecting Spinks to have been so quick to tend to this.
And he's playing in the same off angle again, or this time. Yeah, there it is. So just in between multiple angles is Spinks. You're going to have to aim down with the crosser to worry about the stairs. You have to worry about back vent, the vent itself. So hoping that he can catch them off guard with the same type of a play. But meanwhile, torzsi, Jimmy, they pair up and they try and take this lobby control, which is a gift. NAVI have given it over completely. Imma was on the roof and now he's dropping outside to join the rest of his team. So they know they've given over lobby. So this is informed. This is understood. Is it just going to be the finish down secret to B? It looks like it. Rotation will be late to help out Spinks. He has to stand and bang.
So good in this position, and he nearly finds the second.
Or the bomb, here comes the rotation. Fast down ramp with the AWP.
Yeah, okay, torzsi. How does he play this, holding for that door open?
For the tees, that's tough.
Yeah, right. Imma, he has kept options open.
Vent to top.
Yeah, right.
20
He's kept
seconds.
options open. It's Brolin in lobby that will be the difficult. Poor the thorn in their side. He's got the vent rotate cut. Oh, you're flying up the ladder, are you? Brolin's here. Takes him down. He's ready for Imma. Pushed up. Okay, Wonderful. 8, 7, 6. Bomb goes in.
Oh, he faked it.
Oh, he's faked it.
Round
No
over.
time. No time. Gets away with the AWP, but it's MOUZ that make it 10-10.
That's going to be very, very frustrating. That is Counter-Strike timing on display going against NAVI.
Yeah.
Because Imma calls it clear, says nobody's peering out Squeaky, there's no jiggle. Alexia goes, all right, well, I'm flying up. I trust you.
Yeah.
And Brolin, without knowing it, has just bailed them out massively. The first was great, the bomb gets delayed, but the second on Imma was brilliant. This exchange outside, it's a 1-for-1 because of Bit's wonderful work on the trade. But this is it. This is the round ender. As soon as that kill comes in, oh, that's tough to swallow.
Second on him. Okay, jumping in, round 21. Is it all to play for still, folks? And Makazi's not looking at Zertian at all.
Oh,
Trigger
dear.
discipline. They completely overlook him. Important. Makazi redeems himself with an immediate trade, stops it from being the double kill that could have defined the round. Instead, Spinks gets active, using that smoke wall to walk on out and reclaim yard. This is going to be such a boon to the MOUZ ranks. They're going to have so many answers straight away.
Oh, Imma's taking space again. Ah, Brolin.
Thank you
His
very
bane.
much. Oh, did he spot a shoulder of Alexia? I think he did. Yep. Comfortable for the Swede. Locks him down and takes the round. Holy.
And that type of a round couldn't have come at a better moment because the last three before that were all just one player staying alive for MOUZ, even in victory, which meant there was so much more pressure on the economy. But now to break through at that point, sure, the loss bonus is in favor of NAVI because of their heroics within the first half of play, but the bomb doesn't go down. There isn't so much damage done. Blade did save these tactical timeouts for a rainy day and was afforded that by the aforementioned first half. But right now, It's only one T-side round, and that came with a hero AK and some pistol upgrades with a light smattering of util. Now they can get out the AKs. You wonder what the thought process on the target selection. Either way, Exertion doing his job in yard, information and a kill.
Just hearing torzsi through the NAVI microphone.
Well, it's very quiet in here at the moment.
It is, yeah. That's what happens when the B stream game's so quick. Silence in the studio, dead focus. Can NAVI tie this one up, or is it MOUZ just rolling out the red carpet for that Lanxess Arena? Makaze set up for success. He hears an audible reload. Smoke broken and set up for success. Exertion. Makaze just exposed. Wonderful spam down to half health, and they get past the speculative taps of Spinks and have done so. For the first time, I think, in this entire half, Spinks hasn't already beaten them to the rotation.
Yeah, and that is going to put pressure on somebody else to be the player to rotate down. It's going to be Jimmy. So because they haven't rotated immediately, Jimmy will play a more site-centric defense, right? He can play on the railings, he can play dark. But either way, they are giving up all of back vent, single door, and windows as the smoke into Squeaky replenish. Exertion. Oh, look at this from Jimmy.
Feels like he's got wonderful dead to rights as everything else goes down. Imez with a double, but MOUZ, they find and prevail.
All right, well, this is a very tough way for this to all fall apart for NAVI.
It's been a really bleak couple of rounds.
And it's going to be a 2-0, so the record books is going to show this was a very convincing victory for MOUZ, but they've been made to work for this. The semi-finalists of Cologne last year, the number 2 team in the first season of 2025. Just one round away. He's doing so much damage. Let me kill him. Well, he's 18 and 18. And it looks like another good team effort. So last tactical timeout called. Same situation as the last. This time even less money to work with. The 2-round gap to force this into overtime. Train feels like an impossibility at this point. Be hoping and praying right now, if you're a NAVI fan, that they can stretch this one out. The lower bracket awaits. There's the initial catch, and then it's the late piece with the bomb trying to cross over towards Secret. We were focused on Jimmy, who also dispelled them, so unable to breach in anywhere, NAVI. Your options are very limited. You have nothing to fall back on, no gimmicks like what MOUZ had within the early stages of their first half of play on Nuke. You need to just hope that you can break in somehow, some way.
Is that 2 CT smokes, Yard? Oh, has an angle to work with. Trying to deter commitment.
Same position as last round for Exertion. Slower on the pace. This feels helpless, hoping for an overstep of the mark. Ill-advised aggress. Maybe MOUZ getting too cocky.
You've just used all of your nades and you've gained
nothing.
Nothing. The writing's on the wall. Is the bullet going to find the head? First couple do not. Xertion's position noted. Makaze flashed around the corner, gets away from the Spinks. Spray! Okay, Makaze removing Spinks opens up options, and that's one hell of a headshot. Tiny pixel gap. Bit exploits it. Brolin holds on though. Maintains his sight. Headshot from Bit. He keeps going.
That's the bomb.
He keeps hunting and drops the bomb down B. Running it.
Round's on right now.
Yeah, thanks to Bit and his handiwork. Some real sharp shots.
Well, they don't know where Wonderful is. You can see that, but Brolin clearing Squeaky, and Wonderful's out towards ramp, so he will be able to get down to vent. Bit playing in dark. There are kits. An incendiary for Jimmy. No smoke for the bomb. 2v2. This is going to be tough.
Got to let the clock work for them. Bomb about half gone here. That's awkward.
Perfect.
It's worked. Forced into the fight. Okay. Wonderful. Have you got it in? Yeah, not at all. MOUZ secure it. Massive work on the retake. Tenacity on display. This team, it never started easy. They managed to recover every single time. NAVI, sure, you put up a fight. Sure, you had some strong starts, some good halves, but as Chad has said, it will read 2-0.
MOUZ taking on Liquid yesterday, getting the job done. Quite dominant performance there, and today made to work for their money. Only winning 1 out of the 4 pistol rounds in play.